Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rabbi Chaim Brook. I'd like to begin by apologizing for not being there in person. I really had planned on being there. I always love coming to Dillon and having these experiences at the symposium. But life as a rabbi is interesting, and you don't always get to do what you really like to do. And so, at a minimum, I promised the professor that I would send you guys my answers to the questions via video, and I hope that it creates some discussion and helps, answer some myths, if you wish, about the Jewish perspective and Jewish practice. First question I was told, or I was asked, was, do you pray or meditate, and how often, and to whom? That's a great question. Jewish people pray 3 times a day. We pray in the morning, after sunrise, for about the first 3 hours of the day is the preferable time for prayer. We pray in the afternoon, sometime before sunset. So it has to be in the afternoon, but before sunset. And then we pray at night, after nightfall, we do the evening service. The longest of the 3 services is the morning one. Afternoon comes in shortest, and the evening one is somewhere in between. So we spend approximately about an hour a day in prayer. Some of that time is also meditative. Although personally I struggle with meditation, it's not my strong point, even though it's very much part of Jewish tradition, and we're educated to meditate and concentrate on ideas of godliness and God and our relationship with Him. I try to focus more on just understanding the words of the prayers that were instituted by the Jewish sages back during the era of the Second Temple some 2,100 years ago in our prayer books. But every morning, normally before sunrise, before the kids wake up, I try to meditate. I try to study about God, try to learn Hasidic philosophy, which gives food for thought, and allows me to meditate at least a little bit. And of course, to whom do I pray? To God. What is God? Who is God? That's not the topic of this symposium, I don't believe, but we don't really know who God is. We certainly know what He's not. And the more we learn about Him, the more we know that we will never know the true answer, because He's God, and if I knew God, I would be God.